the battlefield for the coup. Will RRQ be able to quench this rebellion? Will they be able to beat the usurper Fabian? What are they up to? Leaving the chip open in a grand final. It's a best of 7. Aran already putting the pressure down onto Dyron too.
Ooh, look at Terizla, man. We've seen Darren perform well on this, but Aran as well. Team Mpl-Id knows how the Terizla wants to operate, and they can kind of counter it. But the most important thing, for sure, has to be the Pharsa, man. What season is it?
Season 8.
We were making jokes about it just yesterday. If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing has changed at all? And in Season 14, the high ground artillery, front to back, backline setup is now back in fashion. Emblem share by IndyHome, though, showing again the Wilderness Blessing for mid and roam. It's all about moving around. But the Bargain Hunter for Skylar, showing some confidence here, knowing that he can probably move around and actually escape from a lot of this aggressive early game potential.
Yeah, the Pharsa does kind of have that extra range in the lane against the Eve. But talking about the team fight, will the Pharsa be able to at least survive the first encounters, the first, rampage coming in from RRQ?
Well, it depends. In the collision, I feel like Team Mpl-Id with the fighters, with the Alpha and the Hilda will be able to burst a lot higher. But the moment the fight goes long, oh, hang on a minute.
2v1 situation, that's a deadly catch as well. Aran to be forced to use the Vengeance, but he will not be able to survive. Still running away. Wow, he does! The push is all he needs. Gets caught one more time. Okay. Aran still with the reach, and he gets it with the push. Brings the flicker forward, stunned up by Winnie with a crash course. A big flicker wasted from Rins. Winnie shoved back into Sujin. No deadly catch. Fabian will save the Spear of Alpha for the Turtle. More prio for RRQ, but Mpl-Id have the healthier HP bars.
Looking dangerous right here. Both teams going for it.
Winnie with the crash course over to Sujin. Now it's going to be the feathered airstrike over to shove back from Edok. Fabian with the Spear of Alpha. Going on the Tyrant still, losing his life. Winnie in the back with the crash course is now. Aran jumps in, but he's going to be caught into the turtle pit. Sujin guns him down, and Rins gets him out with a double kill.
Oh, they get it all. They lose nothing and get everything. It's going to be Sujin acquiring the turtle for himself. Break down that fight for us, Arashi.
RRQ going in and out, waiting on the cooldowns. They know that the burst damage is massive from Team Liquid, but Edok was able to buy so much time, dodge away from so many skills using the Sacred Hammer as a bit of a displacement tool and also a repositioning tool. Team Id has to be careful, man. If they go for a long drawn skirmish like that, they're susceptible to getting punished. But looking at Talent's prediction right here, I'm alone.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Mirko is right there with you.
Yes, sir.
Two
Sorry,
votes.
I got used to us being on the different side.
Don't worry, Arashi. When BTR ain't here, Kescute is RRQ, right?
Hey.
So there's a bit of BTR there.
Yeah.
All right, deal. An alliance made between the robots and the kings for now. But let's see, man. An interesting portion right here is that EXP lane, because Dyron, he didn't go for a Festival of Blood. He's going for the Wilderness Blessing. He wants to roam around there. He has the thrill to actually win out in the 1v1, so he's actually matching up to Aran right here, not really getting bullied.
Yeah. It's almost like yesterday, Aran, when he was playing at Terizla, game number 3, he was constantly rotating into that mid lane, right? Just to help build that prio, help with the Wilderness Blessing as well to, fasten up his movement speeds. And of course now Dyron on the subject of maybe a potential dive, but he's still tanky enough to survive the onslaught because he is a Terizla after all. Sure, the body of Smith has been nerfed, but at least he can be able to just hold himself right there.
Flashing this emoji right there, Sticker. Dyron is playing it safe. No, he doesn't have to risk anything. Wave is still going to be available to be collected by him. Yes, though, rushing the lightning truncheon. Nothing else. Not even the boots. He wants that burst damage. He knows his team is relying on it to get those pickoffs in the early game. He needs to be the one roaming around with the wings by wings to actually combo with Witty.
Yeah. He needs that burst damage early game because look at Mpl-Id, they want to advance further.
Oh. Amazing poke from RRQ. Rins is popping the real world inflation, getting the prio over, but remember for Mpl-Id, can utilize it at the flicker forward in the crash course, also with a shortcut. Rins gonna be compromised. Fabian with a steal. Winner in the back, now Aran jumping in. Skylar getting rid of him, but yeah, his skill has rotated over. We'll try to go for some damage. A-Rod cheeky with the Vance Rage. Dyron's still able to survive right now, but look at the damage, the implosion. Edok finding two. Aran jumping back now, getting one. Getting very low, the push right there. Edok will fall, Aran will live. The cavalry charges, and they get the dub in the second turtle skirmish.
Again, a trade happening. Heron Shiki almost able to take down Rins. What was that, Arashi?
It's a great move from Team Liquid ID. They made sure they use Aran to its full potential. That's the combo, but look at Skylar.
Whoa. Of course, she has skill with the rotation. Skylar, you have the flicker. Can you dodge from everything? That's one.
Oh.
That's two. A basic from Witty. Dyron trying to help out in the top lane. We'll go for the hammer strikes over to the mini waves. We'll try to survive the power of wildness. We'll shoot Dyron down. He will have to respect this damage. In the mid lane, that's a split. Solo kill. The Usurper is online.
This mid game is disgusting, man. The sustain, the damage, all these fighters for Team Liquid ID and all the long-range burst damage is really allowing them to really threaten RRQ. Even when they're playing safe, it's never really that safe. The fact that the Vengeance is also on Aran, he can just go in the back, and even if he gets taken out eventually, Skylar's gonna lose so much HP beating on him. And we've seen yesterday, Aran actually goes for the Blade Armor afterwards. So Skylar's gonna lose a lot of HP, and Rince is gonna be zoned out because Aran's gonna run straight at him, kind of negating his effect in those big team fights where the Yve, in theory, should be able to actually spam out more DPS.
Now he has the Thunderbolt ready, of course. To take a look at the audience prediction by the new application, go pay 86% for RRQ. Of course, the trust of the civilians of the kingdom still stands tall, unearthed on the kingdom, but Fabian.
Whoa, very brave to go in onto Edok, but that will give them a lot of advantage. That's Edok forced to back away. But the airstrike over to Rince. Very, very low. Entropy forward. Oh, the snipe down from Skylar.
Skylar.
Aaron trying to pinch him down with the Mirror's Passion, unable to find it now as Dyron will peel. That's a shot down, but it will not connect. Aran caught. That's a turtle taken down by Fabian. Meanwhile, Witty that pops in the shortcut. Fabian pops into that shortcut. Witty will lose his life. Edok, implosion, finding Witty. Fabian is slicing through the Kings like they are nothing. Edok down, Rince down. The two members who've been so reliable are now down, and Fabian wants to continue the battle. RRQ don't.
The Crown Prince is still intact, but you can see the Usurper inching closer to the Revolution. Fabian again, just diving into the backline of RRQ Hoshi.
All this pressure, man. 2,000 gold ahead. Even the mid turret, Team Liquid ID pulling off all the stops. They know they have the better early game, and they're just forcing RRQ into these brawls. But the fact that RRQ are able to find something small, very small wins in these fights, kind of keeping them from actually losing too far in gold. But 3K is definitely significant, and Team Liquid ID, they're not stopping here. They do have that shortcut by Chip, so they can keep forcing out these plays from RRQ. And despite the fact that they've been clumping up for the deadly catch, for all the AoE of RRQ, they've been coming out on top, showing again how much sustain is there. Because Rince has the glowing wand. That is the reduced amount that Team Liquid is using to sustain these fights.
And Yaskill just rushed into the Divine Glaive as his second item. But number one, it was Lightning Truncheon. Now it is the Divine Glaive. Talk to me about this item, Arashi. What is he trying to achieve?
There's more burst damage, man. Farsa's base damage is already quite significant. So just trying to make sure that any magical defense gets negated will be good for them. But Edok, man, against Aran, it's so difficult to recontest and find anything. Looking at Aaron Shiki, he also has the BOD already completed. So if they really get low from the Farsa, the threat of the Renner's apathy coming in out of nowhere from the sidelines. We've seen a couple of close calls. RRQ definitely have that in the back of their mind.
Also, was that a Malefic 4 as well from Aaron Shiki?
Yep.
Just to try to cut through the front lines of RRQ Hoshi. But then again, the way they spaced away, the subliminal amount of, ultimates that they can use to just push the players of Mpl-Id away is so significant. And now the Lord, he'll try to fight for this. But it's like only Fabian standing in the way of RRQ. They're blitzing the Lord.
We do the crash course, now also the shortcut. Everybody piling in. Good deadly catch. The Feather Airstrike will snipe him down together with Witty. Dyron in the middle. Oh, the passion from Aaron Shiki. Able to find two. Now Rince is next in the chopping block, but Witty will respect it. The entropy backwards. Lord 1 taken by Mpl-Id.
They enter the castle of the kingdom and they make it theirs. Having a party, feasting with the Lord. They get it for free.
It's a great play for Team Liquid again, using the shortcut to zone everyone away. And again, Aran taken out, no problem. Massive value for Team Liquid ID. And along with that, even though RRQ wants to try and hit back, the fact that Aaron Shiki can stand there and burst down everyone, full channeling all the ultimates, because Aran has taken away all of that damage, bought in all that time. They have the Lord right here, and they do have the global presence. What are they going to try and do with it? If you take a look at R7 making an appearance here.
Now Aran. Look at Witty.
Running forward, Witty is able to just crash course.
Implosion as well. RRQ will take Witty. But what do they lose? The Lord is still on target despite the entropy. The bottom lane, holy defense. Already baited out. Up top, Skylar will finally deal with the Lord. It's taking a bit more time. It will fall to the mini waves there. So at least it is a tier 2 and a holy defense in the far lane for the Cavalry.
Holy Crystal though for Skylar is hitting his power spike. And that means that Atan can be so much more, you know, oppressive in the team fights and in the defense later on. But as they say, Lord number 1 is to take map control. And they look for a conceal play.
Oh, the penalty zone now. Real world play today. Shiki will be caught. Skylar eliminates him. Aran looking for an angle. Fabian looking for some damage. Feather airstrike forcing him down. Enoch taking down Aran in the midst of it now with the vengeance as well.
Aran
will not be able to find a power wilderness. Skylar still able to cut away. Now Rins getting the kill back. Shortcut. Oh! Fabian, after recall and after going into the mid lane, will be able to rejoin the Cavalry forces to get rid of Tyrant. 2 for 2.
They fight back, and they fight back hard. RRQ is looking for a Hail Mary play, but Mpl-Id, they charge forth. The Stallions are ready for any form of oppressiveness from the kingdom.
No entropy. Fabian finds his pure alpha. Now the deadly cast appeal from RRQ is not enough to take him down. Fabian will finally be slain, but at what cost? With a double in an outplay. But still, it's Mpl-Id who are able to take that kill back. Now, who's it worth for?
Considering the Team Liquid ID was ahead 4,000 gold, RRQ, it's down to 2,000. It has to be worth it for them. They've bought more time. They've stopped the momentum of Team Liquid ID. Man, Sustagen, what is he made of? How do you find that moment there, walking through danger, just deleting Yehezkiel?
Ice cold.
Ice cold. The mercenary is here to back up the Crown Prince. Look at that damage. And this warrants a respect towards the Bane, because the Bane, as time progresses, as the game gets later, the damage just becomes disgustingly insane. And that is built upon, you know, burst damage as well for the Bane. And this could be the time frame where Mpl-Id has to respect it, has to be wary of it. And now they prepare for a Lord Dance.
Heading around for now, but there's the chip in the back line.
Witty looking for Skylar. Won't be able to find it. Sustagen gonna be pressured down with a better airstrike as well. The burst the mercenary finds it. Meanwhile, the fight with the shortcut as well. Aaron Chiki will take it. He will go forward. Baby and finding the Spear of Alpha onto Rins. 1, 2, 3. Kings falling. The shortcut taken by Enoch to look for the juke, but it's only 2. The clutches of Witty, the clutches of Yehezkiel, and now we're down to just 1. It's just Skylar against the Cavalry.
The Crown Prince looking to defend his crumbling kingdom. Will he be able to hold this? The Cavalry charges forth!
They put their airstrike. Skylar with a flicker. Able to get rid of the cannon forward now. Aaron Chiki faction trying to go for it. Fabian falls, but they will take the battle in game 1.
They take